Greetings everyone. Hope everyone's doing well in these unprecedented times. Figured I'd do a quick new bike day bike review of my 2019 Giant Trance 2 27.5. I got this bike about 3 months ago. Bought it new at a discount since obviously the 2020 models are out. I was really hoping Giant would have released the Trance 2 in the US, because looking at Canada and other countries, it's spec'd really well with 1x12 SLX and a few other similar things, but it was really the 1x12 Drivetrain that interested me. So let's just jump in here real quick. Done many upgrades thus far. Why don't we start with the wheels, tires, and hubs. So the tires are the stock high roller 2s from Maxxis that came with the bike. 27.5 by 2.5 in the front and 27.5 by 2.4 in the rear. And I took the stock rims off the bike immediately, stock rims and hubs, and purchased Wilderness Trail Bike WTB Asyms I-35s aluminum rims, and I had them laced to DT Swiss 350 hubs, and I went ahead and did the 54 points of engagement upgrade for the ratchet. And I do like the extra engagement. I only had 18 on my previous bike for the 350s. Moving on to the suspension here. So I kept the stock Fox 34 Rhythm fork, and so far so good, no complaints. It's not as adjustable as my Pike was. I came off a Pike on my previous bike, but I do like it thus far. It seems to handle everything that I've thrown at it. I kept the rear shock as well, the Fox Float DPS EVOL. No issues so far as well, and it's pretty adjustable. It's got the firm setting, the open setting, and the trail setting, and you can also adjust the rebound here, which I do like so far. So the drivetrain, the big, aside from the wheels, the other spot where I put some money into it, I went with the Shimano Deore M8100 1x12 drivetrain, 51 teeth in the largest ring in the rear cassette, which when I first saw it I said, wow, it's really big, but I've gotten used to it now. I've got the XT rear derailleur, the XT crankset, and it's got 32 teeth on the chainring up front, and I think I ended up at 116 links for the XT chain that came with it. But so far so good. I really like it. It was really easy to set up. It shifts very smoothly, and it even will shift just fine. Now, I haven't been hammering when I've shifted, but if you are pedaling and you shift, it definitely can handle it, and you can push through 2, 3. I think I've gone through as many as 4 gears up or down at one, with one single push. And actually, the really cool thing is the right here with the rubber on the levers here on the shifter. I do like that. All right, next thing, let's talk about the brakes. So the brakes I kept stock. It came with BR 524 POT calipers from Shimano. So it's basically, I believe the spec is Deore, comparable to Deore, but it's got the 4 pistons in the caliper. So what I did was upgraded the rotors to Shimano Ice Tech, the RT86s, 180 in the front and rear, and I upgraded the pads to Shimano metal pads. And wow, these things grab. Now I'm 6'3", I'm probably about 220 with my riding weight, and I've had no issues. The next item, the seat and the seat post. So it came with a stock Giant dropper post, and I actually upgraded that to a OneUp components dropper, and this will extend out to 210 and I've got the seat tube that's deep enough to accept that, so I figured I might as well go with the biggest one, because when I want to, I can get the seat way down and out of the way, or I can get it nice and high for when I end up climbing. And I went with the PNW Loam lever for the dropper post, and that was really easy to set up, and I do really like it. It's smooth engagement. I mean, all the reviews are out there. It's probably one of the best ones available. No problem getting the seat up, and there you can see it fully extended. That's me, and me being tall. And that pretty much covers everything, right? Let's see, we got the grips. Stock grips were crap, so I went with wolf tooth, fat paws, and they're silicone, and wow, do they absorb shock, like the shock of the trails, rocks, and whatever roots. I do really like them. Not that I've had issues in the past, but my hands do not get sore when riding. The bars, PNW, I think they're called PNW Range. So they're 780 millimeters wide, 30 millimeter rise. And I liked the bend too. I think it's like 9, 10, 11 degrees. I forget exactly, but it's just great position for my hands. And I did also upgrade the stock stem to a RaceFace Respond. Kind of a little beefier, and it has a 10-degree rise, and I wanted a little bit more of a rise, just get the bars a little bit higher from what as it came stock. And it's a 45 millimeter stem, so a little shorter than the 50 millimeter stem that came stock on the bike. And last but not least, I believe the pedals, just Shimano SPD pedals with a platform. I forget let's see if it's on here. I forget which ones they are, but they I like them because if your feet do unclip, you have this somewhat of a platform here to help get yourself reset. So everything about the bike so far I've really liked. I do like the wider rims of the 35s because it's a stock 30 inner width on the Giant. Rims that come with it. We're set up tubeless here. I do have, I want to say 16 in the front, sorry. 16 in the front tire and 18 in the rear tire, and that's perfect. A lot of the riding I do is local, tight, twisty single track, but I also was planning on traveling with this bike to Moab, and I've had a trance in Moab before and with no issues. And we do also have some technical rocky terrains in this area and up in northeastern PA that I like to ride, and my experience with the Trance has been great. I get it, it's not the most progressive geometry based on what's out there these days, but I was just, I couldn't beat the price, and it left plenty of room for me to make upgrades. So I just went ahead and bit the bullet, and I really like Trances, I really like Giant. So I'm sticking with that for now, but yeah, I got some hopefully vacations coming up where I'm going to be doing some riding and renting some demo bikes and try some different things out, which I pretty much do every year. I try to attend demo events locally with the local bike shops, and when I go on vacation, I like to rent bikes and just see how the different bikes feel. And so I have certainly tried my share of 29er wheels, 27.5 wheels, different brands, different geometries, and they all, everything, all the bikes that are out there these days are great. I still come back to the Giant Trance. So thank you for watching. Stay safe during these times, and click like if you enjoyed